What's kicking, y'all? Quick Panic here, and I'm back in gear with some YuGiOh Duel Links. Today we have a new pack that just dropped, Valiant Souls. And before we go on, EXP is at 1.5 bonus. So get in there, grind up, use all your dual orbs, and make sure you get that experience. Grind your characters up to level 40, unlock everything you need to. Highly recommend doing Mako if you haven't, because that fish deck is fire. We also just hit our new competitive season, so do that. Anyway, end of that. We got Valiant Souls here in the shop, and I've been saving up some gems. This is from climbing the ladder. This is from leveling up characters. None of this was money that I put into the game. And the new set has some good stuff in it. So I wanted to go over the set. We're going to talk about all the cards in it. And then I'm going to crack open some packs. I'm only going to use the gems that I have here available. We're not going to do the thing where we buy out the entire set. But it looks like some of the cards that came out in that anniversary pack are here. So it looks like we'll be able to get Dark World Dealings and Double Cyclone. That's pretty cool. But anyway, we got some cool stuff here like Vision Heroes. So we have Vision Hero Witch Raider, which I think will be pretty decent in the TCG. Actually, it was really the OCG. TCG didn't really see any use, but in OCG, you saw a couple decks with this. But to tribute summon this card face up, you can tribute traps you control as well as monsters, which is what makes it good, because your tribute fodder can just be traps. It doesn't have to be a continuous trap card, just literally a trap. That's your tribute summon, end of story. So that makes it pretty good. When it's normal summoned, you can destroy all spells and traps your opponent controls. That's pretty decent effect too. You cannot special summon monsters during the turn you activate this effect, except for hero monsters. Doesn't really matter that much in Duel Links. I think that's one of the really cool ones. Eclipse Wyvern. We have Dark Flare Dragon in the game, but there was a structure deck that came out with Eclipse Wyvern, Light Pulsar, and Dark Flare, but we don't have Light Pulsar, so I'm not sure how this will work. I'm sure somebody... I just smashed everything. I'm not sure how this will affect the metagame. It looks like it could be cool, but there's this effect there. I'm not going to go over the effects one by one, but we got Hardened Arm Dragon. This one could cause some like really irritating locks, because if you tribute that card, or tribute Hardened Arm Dragon for a tribute summon of a level 7 or higher monster, the monster cannot be destroyed by card effects at all, and that's a lingering effect. If you negate the monster's effect, it doesn't matter. That's Hardened Arm Dragon. He's gone. His effect is there. We got Karakuris in the game, which is really interesting. Sazonk, which one does this one do? Must attack if able. All the Karakuris do that. When it's selected as attack target, you change the defense position. When it's flipped face up, select one face up monster on the field and send it to the graveyard. That could be pretty good. It's not a destruction effect, so it doesn't trigger Phoenix. Not that that's a huge thing, but it doesn't trigger Cyber Angels. That's pretty good. During the turn, it's flip face up, attack your opponent directly. That's pretty good. We got Elemental Hero Plasma Vice. This requires Sparkman and Blade Edge. Must be fusion summoned, blah, blah, blah. If this card attacks a defense position monster, Piercing. You can discard one card to target one attack position monster your opponent controls, destroy it. So that's pretty good. It's just spot removal. Looks like we have Mass Change in the game, which I think is going to be pretty cool. We have Mass Hero Anki here, and he's summoned with Mask Change. If you're not familiar with Mask Change is, we'll go over that card real quick. You target one monster, hero monster that you control, and send it to the graveyard, and then you special summon a Masked Hero. And so I'm not sure. I think these are that's the only Masked Hero we have so far, huh? I'm pretty sure. Not 100% sure, but it makes sense that this is the only one since we just got Mass Change. There might be a common. How is Vapor a common? But anyway, that should be interesting. We have Anki, and I think this one halves. Let's see. Can attack your opponent directly, but yeah, battle damage is halves. So that's 1400 direct. That's nothing to scoff at. And this guy, when it destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can add a change, quick play spell card, because there are other mass changes in the game. But mass change is the only target for this right now. Pretty sure. Unless mass change is second snuck in here, which I would think is actually the better one. Nope. But mass change, you special summon something with the same attribute. So a mass hero from the deck has same attribute as the hero that you sent. So this is actually a boost for Destiny heroes. So they might have some OTK potential. Fires of Doomsday. This is pretty cool. You special summon 2 tokens. They're 0/0. They can only be tributed for dark monsters. Yep. They can only be used for a tribute summon of dark monster, and you can't do it the turn you activate it. So during your opponent's end phase, you activate Fires of Doomsday. Next turn, you summon your D-Mock or whatever. I'm sure there are better applications. Dark World Dealings is finally in the game, not behind a paywall. So I got 2 of them. I paid a lot of money on that. I'm not going to lie. But this will help a lot with the Fiend deck that's running around with the 3000 attack guy, pops card. You know the one. Needle Sealing. We finally have a board wipe, and this one requires 4 or more monsters on the field. You destroy all the face-up ones. So if you have a bunch of set monsters, only the face-up ones are destroyed. I'm interested to see if this does anything. I'm really curious because I feel like against Sylvans this would be good, but Rose Lover is in the game, so it might not have a big effect on the game. We have Paleos in the game. So Paleos, if you're not familiar with them, they're trap cards that become monsters. So this has a normal trap monster or trap effect. Man, I can't speak. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls, change the face-down defense position. So that's like Book of Moon. That's a disruption. That's really good. Once per chain, when a trap card is activated while this card is in the graveyard, special summon it as a normal monster. It's 1200 0, level 2 Aqua type. It's not treated as a trap card. It's actually a monster card, so it's not like Embodiment of Apophis. If summoned this way, this card is unaffected by monster effects. Banish it when it leaves the field so you can't abuse it. So those are the ultra rares. Those are pretty good ones. Blade Edge just inflicts piercing. Not that excited about it. Photon Wyvern. You can flip normal or flip some, destroy all set cards. That's not bad. Fabled. We have Fabled in the game. So for the record, before we go into this, Fabled cards, I don't know if any of these other ones are going to have their effects, but when they're discarded for costs they work. It's not like Dark Worlds. Dark Worlds can't activate when they're discarded as costs. It has to be a card effect. So there's that. Then we have Different Dimension Master. He was in the Anniversary pack. You can special summon banished monsters by discarding a spell. Seems pretty cool. I feel like we could do something with 3-star demotion. Then we got Geargia Attacker. Geargia is in the game. 1900-100. This wasn't one of the ones that I'm familiar with, so let's read it. Once per turn, you can change this card to face-down defense position. When this card is flipped face-up, you can destroy any number of spell trap cards on the field up to the number of other Geargia monsters you control, so it will not count him. So I'm curious to see what other Geargias I see. Accelerator. That's a good one. We got Hypa. Now, Hypa is a 2100 normal summon. Like, you just pop him on the field from your hand. When you attack with him, now, all the card carriers must always attack if able. He changed to defense position at the end of the battle phase. So, if he's targeted as attack too, he changes to defense position. Now, we saw Mai uses this in her, like, level 40 deck. Equipped to an Amazoness once per turn, that monster cannot be destroyed by battle. Ooh, when the equipped monster attacks after damage calculation, destroy the attack target. That's not bad. Might be slow for us. Backup Rider. Normal spell. Target one face monster on the field. It gains 1500 attack. Till the end of the turn. That could be good with Cerberus. So we might be seeing a replacement of Blustering Winds. Mass Change, we went over that card. Blast with Chain. Target one face-up monster you control, equip this to that card as a target. It gains 500 attack, so you can activate this during damage calculation. If this card is destroyed by a card effect while equipped, target one card on the field, destroy that target. Not that great. Fusion Reserve. Reveal one fusion monster in your extra deck, add one of the fusion materials whose name is specifically listed, so you can't just say, like, Dark, what is his name? Destiny, the Destiny Hero Fusion. You can't just choose a Dark monster, it has to be a specifically named one. But then you also get a poly back from your graveyard to the hand, so that's not bad. Then we have some rares. I'm trying to see if any of these mean anything. We got Heretics. So if you're not familiar with Heretics, they were a big deck in the TCG, but they need XYZs. So I'm curious to see what they will do here. You can special summon this card from your hand by banishing one light dragon-type monster and one dragon-type normal monster from your graveyard. Okay. If this face-up card on the field would be destroyed, you can tribute one face-up heretic monster instead, except this card. So this guy just specials from the hand. You might see something with Blue Eyes decks. Kabuki Dragon. We got plenty of dragons for the new structure deck that dropped. By the way, I have a duel video to show you in. I think we're in Platinum. We dropped from King Games to Platinum 4, but I have some duels to show you with the new dragon deck. It's really fun. It's incredibly fun. Kabuki Dragon. Let's see if any of these can be tossed in there. Once per turn before damage calculation, if your monster attacked an opponent's monster, you can change the battle position of that monster your opponent controls. Once per turn before damage calc. If your monster attacked an opponent's monster. So you can change it after you declare the attack. Once per turn before damage calculation, if an opponent's monster attacked your monster. Oh. So, that's interesting. Probably not good. Doesn't do anything for hand advantage. Phoenix Beast Gyruda. If this card attacks an opponent's monster, this card gains... Oh, that's awful. Terrible. Why would we even put that in the game? Why is that a rare? Come on, guys. Another Fabled. You can discard one card to the graveyard to select and destroy one face-up monster your opponent controls with defense less than or equal to this card's attack. Geargia Accelerator. Now, this card is good, so I'm curious to see if Geargias will do anything. We don't have Geargia Armor, which should have been broken. But if you control a Geargia monster, you can special summon it from your hand to defense position, and when it's sent from field to graveyard, target one Geargia monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. That's really good. So you can just special summon this straight from your hand when you control another Geargia. Here's Geargia Anchor. These are new Geargia cards I never read because when they were relevant in the meta, I don't think we used any of these. Once per turn, you can change this card to face-down defense position. If this card is flipped face-up, you can destroy monsters on the field up to the number of Geargia monsters you currently control. Ooh, that includes this card. It doesn't say that you can't include this one. Huh. So you're gonna have to play some protection. Maybe set Geargia Anchor or Geargia. What was the other one? He wasn't an Ultra, right? No, he wasn't. There is Geargia Augur. We haven't got to Geargia Anchor. I know there's another Geargia over here. Is a super rare. There, Geargia Attacker. There we go. That one's a 1900. These have some solid attacks. We might be able to make a Geargia deck, guys. They're all machines, for the record. Earth machines. Geargia Augur. When this card is normal summon, you can add one level 4 Earth machine type monster from your deck to your hand, except him. You cannot declare attacks or special monsters except for the rest of this turn. That's fine. Oh, why? This guy's 500, 500. That's kind of terrible. But he's a Stratos. First turn, he doesn't sound that bad. Gebeb is in the game. When this card destroys an opponent's monster, 4-star 1800, Light Dragon. Send to the graveyard, special summon one Dragon type normal monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Make its attack and defense 0. So we already saw the other one, the 1700. You just special summon Blue Eyes out. When this card is tributed, special summon one. Ooh, okay, so we got some of the good ones in. So when this guy's tributed, you can special summon a Heretic normal monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Let's see if they put him in here, or who they put in here. Another Karakuri. Muzanichia? I'm not going to pretend I can say that. This card must attack Fable, same Karakuri stuff. When this face-up attack position monster card is selected as an attack target, change the defense position. If another Karakuri is destroyed, that one's not that great. It's 1800 though. Another Fabled. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can discard one Fabled monster to draw a card. Now, the thing about this is Fabled monsters mitigate their costs by having effects when they're discarded. Remember that. Then we got Elemental Hero Ice Edge. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent by direct attack, you can target one set card in your opponent's spell and trap zone. So this isn't as good as Celestial, but once per turn during your main phase 1, you can discard one card. This card can attack your opponent directly this turn. Celestial's better, but this is an elemental hero. It's water, different applications. Here's Geargia MK2. So I did use this one. This card is normal summon or flip summon, so you just summon it. You can special summon Geargia monster from your hand or graveyard in defense position. And then you can flip them face down to get their effects, so that's pretty cool. MK3, I don't know what this one does. I remember playing 1 and 2. When this card is special summoned by the effect of a Geargia card, you can special summon one Geargia monster from your hand or graveyard in defense position, except for himself. Except another copy of himself. But its effects are negated. You can only use the effect of blah 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 once per turn. You cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate this card except for Geargia. Now we don't have Exceeds, so I don't know how good that is. It doesn't feel good. Hyena. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon any number of hyenas from your deck. Okay, it's like Nimble. What was his name? Not Nimble Mamanga. Yeah, Nimble Mamanga, Nimble Musabi. That was the other one. That's what I was trying to think of. See, now Ganashia is actually really good. When this card is discarded to the graveyard, special summon it. That might be a problem. We need to figure out how we abuse this. We need to figure out how to abuse this. Now, these are all mandatory effects when they activate. That's why you get them when they're discarded as costs and effects. If it's special summon gains 200, is removed from play when it's removed from the field, that's fine. Oh, buddy. Amazona's baby tiger. Look how adorable. This card becomes Amazona's tiger while on the field or in the graveyard, and if Amazona's monster is normal summoned or special summoned to your field while this card is in your hand or graveyard, special summon it. You can only use this effect of Amazona's baby tiger once per turn. Gains 100 attack for each Amazona's card in the graveyard. Amazonas are getting some support, so that's pretty cool. Then we got some elemental heroes. We got another masked hero. Vapor's really good, actually. It can't be destroyed by battle, or by card effects, I'm sorry. Fiend Skull Dragon. And I think everything else is pretty much standard. I want to get into this. Oh, we got another paleo. Hold on. Discard 1 paleo. That's draw 2 cards. Do we only have 2 paleos? There has to be another paleo. Okay, we got Morella. Send 1 trap card from the deck to the graveyard. So that one's like Foolish Burial, Liancholia. Target 1 banish card, return it to the graveyard. And all of these special summon themselves when you chain it to a trap effect. Target 1 phase of monster on the field against 500 attack and defense. Okay, so we don't have anything super strong for paleos. I don't know how good they'll be, but we'll definitely see. Ooh, that grass looks greener with paleo? Maybe. Okay, let's open some packs. We spent 15 minutes talking about this. Let's go ahead and we'll just open some packs. Let's start with 10 of them. Hoping to get my 3rd Dark World dealings. That make me pretty happy. Otherwise, getting some Geargia stuff would be pretty cool. 2,000 needles. That guy is adorable. Face Off and Ice Edge. So we got an Ice Edge. I've always liked the way that card looks, but he just got outclassed by Celestial, I'm pretty sure. Doom Donuts. Oh, buddy. We got one of the Heretics. That's pretty cool. 2,000 needles again. Fabled Diff. Which one is this one? When a Fabled monster is sent from the hand to the graveyard, you contribute this card to select that monster and special summon it. I don't know if we have anybody that's a good target. Ooh, hollow. Golden Gearbox. What does this do? Slice 1, face up, card carry monster on the field against 500 attack and 1,500 defense. Goodness. Paleo and double Cyclone. Pretty sure I already have 3 of those. Oh well. Mysterious Puppeteer. This came out in starter deck Kaiba a zillion years ago. Humpty Grumpty. We got a new zombie. Pretty sure I remember this one sucking. Yeah. Once per turn, you can change in face down defense position. It's flip summoned against 800 attack until the end of the turn. It's not even permanent. Another Ice Edge. Oh, man. Got Heretic Seal and Mad Dog of Darkness. I remember that guy came out in Dark Crisis. I was so happy to have him. He was just a rare, too. Oh, man. Gemini Elves. Eat your heart out. Poor guys. Do we not even have Gemini Elves in this game? We haven't gotten it yet. Stygian Dirge. Man, that card used to be so expensive. It totally mollywopped all the Xseed decks because all their levels would be different than what they're used to. And Geargia Attacker. All right, we got one of the 1900 guys. That's pretty cool. So we got 2 super rares. I'm pretty sure I already had 3 Cyclones, but let's continue. I've been saving all my dollars, all my gems for this. So this is actually technically a free-to-play pack opening, just for the record. Dimension Jar. That's not that great. Oh, Heretic Seal of Supremacy. Special summon 1 Heretic monster from your hand. We have to go back and see if there's anything worth specialing. That's just like Ancient Rules. Humpty Grumpty. Geargia Accelerator. That Geargia deck's coming along. Lesser Fiend. I remember that card. More Geargias. I really do wonder. What do you guys think? What do you think? Do you think we're going to get Exceeds and Synchros and all that fun stuff anytime soon? They're releasing a lot of the cards that require that support to make them good. So I'm curious. Oh, some of this Amazon stuff is way overdue. I think it's a day late and $1 short. Goka. What we needed? We got Kendina. Which one did we need? We need like Totally Awesome for Paleo to be really good. If you don't know what Totally Awesome is, and it's totally like the word toad, like a frog. Totally Awesome. It's a pun. It's pretty great. I own one just because it's a pun. Also for when I need a Cherries target. But look that up and you'll see why I think we need that in the game for him to be really good. Let's see what else we got. We haven't gotten an Ultra. Speak of the Devil, maybe? Ooh, it's a glossy too. What is it? Hardened Arm Dragon. You know, this would be pretty cool. So people were using this to summon Obelisk the Tormentor, and you couldn't do anything. You couldn't target him, and you couldn't destroy him by card effects, and you had to destroy him by battle. And he's 4,000 attacks, so that brings back fond memories. I'd like to see somebody make a deck out of that. Maybe we will. Who knows? Geargia Anchor. We got more Geargias. We could really make a Geargia deck. Tongue Twister. Gladiator's Assault Secret. Ugh. Terrible card. Abyssal King Shark. That was a Tactical Evolution Secret Rare. I remember that one. Man, so many of these old cards. Okay, so here's a Heretic Seal. of the Sun Dragon Overlord, and it's a normal one that you can special summon with those effects we're talking about with Gebeb. Metal Shooter. Allure Queen. Can we stop with level monsters? They're not good. They're not going to be good. Parallel World Fusion. I remember this came as a promo, and I can't remember what it does. Fusion summon one elemental hero fusion monster from your extra deck by shuffling your banished fusion materials listed into the deck. You cannot special summon monsters except by this card's effect during the turn you activate this card. That means if you already special summon that turn, you could not activate that effect. Ooh, Ganashia. Ganashia? Ganashia. I don't remember what I used to call it. It's been a long time. When Dual Terminal came out, everybody wanted to play that. It's a spell. Dark Old Dealings? Come on, BR. Dang it. Amazonas Heirloom. Okay. One more pack out of this set. Nothing. Nothing new. So we got a Hardened Arm Dragon. We've gotten some super rares. It'll probably be my goal to clean this box out. At some point. Oh. See, I don't... That animation, off-putting. What does this guy do? Face-up equipped cards you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. This card gains 500 attack for each equipped card equipped to this card. Yeah, that's a goofy-looking card. I'm not sure I approve. D-Boys! Okay. This card came out, and we thought it was a joke. For real. For real. Flip, you can special summon any number of D-Boys from your deck in face-up attack position, then you take 1,000 damage for each monster special summoned by this effect. Like, people were playing this with Plasma, Destiny Hero Plasma. I just remember, like, the meme that was, like, cracking open a cold one with the boys, and somebody had a copy of D-Boys, and it was, like, under the tab of a beer. Oh, my gosh. Cracking open a cold one with D-Boys. Literally. That was too much. I couldn't do that. We got one of the Fables as super rare. Lightning Punisher. We're getting Masked Heroes, too. We need a Mask Changer, too, I think. I believe. Masked Hero would be fun to make. We got a couple good targets, I think. Hold on. This one could be good. It's an effect monster. Eclipse Wyvern. I'm really excited about this one. I have some fond memories. I know I didn't go too into depth with it, but I just don't know what we can use it with yet. Soon, though. DDM. I think that's my third one. I really like DDM. I like his ultimate rare. I tried to tech it in some decks just for fun in the TCG. It just never worked. That guy's terrible. That guy's trash. Tear him up. That was a pretty good set of 10, and these are the last packs we're going to get. Maybe I'll do the 3+1. No, I'll do that off screen. This will be the last one. It'll be totally free to play pack opening. And, oh, I missed that one. I think that was a good card, too. The masked one. One more holo. Come on, we can do it. We got good Geargia cards there. Last pack. Oh, we got juked. The Kribos, they were shiny. Parallel World Fusion. All right. We have a lot of decks that we can play around with. Coming to the channel, I'm going to be uploading in the coming days a playthrough, kind of like on the ladder with my Dragon deck that features the new Structure deck. And then I'm also going to be doing a playthrough with Fish, which I unlocked with Mako last week. I was just really excited to do that. And I might do just like a pure Sylvan build, just so you guys have something to look at and maybe use as a basis for what you want to play for the ladder climbing this season. So go ahead and hit the like button down below if you enjoyed that little spiel and pack opening. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do appreciate the support greatly. I can't tell you enough how excited I am to see that the channel is still continually growing. Get new subs every day, so I do appreciate that. We're working towards 1,000, trying to get 1,000 so I can get on that partner program again. But go ahead and hit up the Twitch link down below. I'm streaming Thursday through Sunday, so we're doing 4 days now, so I can focus more on YouTube content creation. So you'll see a lot more uploaded on the channel with that extra day, because I was streaming Wednesdays, but I just wanted to get back on here and give a little more focus. If you want to see me use these Yu-Gi-Oh decks, Fridays and Saturdays are going to be my predominant days that I'm going to be streaming Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and then Thursdays and Sundays I'll be doing some Nintendo stuff or just whatever I feel like. But the crowd is super chill. There's a Discord link down below. Hit it up. Follow me on Twitter. That's how I communicate with a lot of my folks. And I am very live in that Discord chat. So that's all I got for today. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Later.